Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 4 ways to scale any business from zero to just under $300,000 a year within the first 12 to 18 months of implementing this strategy. This has no limits in terms of business idea, in terms of service, in terms of product. If you implement this properly, you can scale any business, regardless of the industry, to upwards of $300,000 within 12 to 18 months of implementing this strategy. So the first step is marketing. You have to understand marketing to scale any business, regardless of the industry. Marketing is essentially awareness. It's essentially traffic, right? You want people to be aware of your service or of your product. And the way you make people aware is through marketing. Up until recently, the past 10-15 years ago, the only ways to market your product was mostly through paid advertising, right? And sponsorship and paid promo and stuff like that. Now, the new kid in the block is content marketing and influencer marketing, which is technically sponsorship, but it's not. They're the same yet different. As I said, marketing is essentially awareness to your product, to your service, brand awareness, putting the word out there that you exist. Then people interested will learn more by going to your site. If you guys have a website, which you should have a website if you're starting any form of business in 2024 going into 2025, because that is how you can capture potential people interested in your product or your service. You have a website with an opt-in page where you collect their name, their number, and their email. Add them to your newsletter for email marketing or for promotional marketing. That is the best way to go about it. So as I said, paid advertising is a form of marketing. Content marketing, new kid in the block, where you post a lot of content. It's a little bit harder. It takes about 1 to 3 years to dial it in properly where you have a decent amount of audience. But once you lock it in, content marketing is huge. It's essentially personal brand. This can scale any business to multiple millions of dollars, but it takes a lot of time and effort at first, and quite frankly, not a lot of people want to be known. Most people don't want to be on camera. Most people want to be in the shadows, behind the scene. They do not want to run their mouth on camera, which is understandable. It is hard, but it does pay off in the long term. Influencer marketing, similar to sponsorship, you partner with a influencer, but this is where the difference is. You give them a certain percentage per deal they drive to your business, to your service, or to your products, right? For instance, you're selling blue light blocking glasses for $100. You partner with an influencer with 100,000 following, also regarded as a micro influencer. Typically, influencers between 10,000 followers, upwards of 150,000 followers are regarded as micro influencers, right? So you partner with an influencer, they're able to promote your business, and let's say they're able to get you 30 sales on a monthly basis consistently, and you give them 20%, that's $20 for each deal they bring to you, and they're bringing in 30 deals, right? Do the math, 2 times 3, that's about $1,500 in commissions they're making, right? So now, if they're bringing you 300, sales on a monthly basis, that's about $15,000 if my math is correct. So that is the difference between sponsorship and influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is more affiliate based, where you do not necessarily pay them any money upfront. You work out a commission where they drive traffic to your brand, to your product, to your service, to your business. They get a certain commission from the amount of sales purchased through their traffic they sent you, right? That is influencer marketing. Sponsorship is the opposite, where you pay upfront. You pay someone either, $1,500, $1,000, $2,000 a month. You give them an affiliate link for their audience to opt into whatever product it is. Example, NordVPN, that's the most famous sponsorship out there for influencers. Typically, Nord pays them about $2,000 upfront, and they get that link. Anyone who joins Nord through that link gets a little bit of commission sent to the influencer. Now, it's not as high as influencer marketing commission because there is no sponsorship dollar up front, but with regular sponsorship, influencers can expect anywhere between 5 to 10% in added commission to the initial sponsorship payments up front. But with just influencer marketing, where there is no sponsorship dollar up front, the commissions tend to be a little bit higher. I've seen 15 to 30% in commission. So 15, 20, 25, and upwards of 30, depending on the brand and depending on the dollar amount. Obviously, the more higher it is, the lesser the commission, because it transfers over, right? For instance, if you're selling a $1,000 product, if you're getting 30% commission, that's $300. That's a lot of money going to the influencer. But at $1,000, a reasonable commission at that price point would be 10 to 15%. That's about $100 to $150 per deal you bring them. So that is a reasonable amount. So the higher it is, a lot of the time, the lower the commission is, but you will still make roughly the same amount of money. So that is how influencer marketing works. Last but not the least, paid advertising. I love paid advertising. It is the fastest way to go about releasing a product, releasing a service, and getting clients typically within 30 to 60 days. 30 days, if you are really fast and you know what you're doing, you've pre-planned it and you know exactly what you're doing. 60 days, if you're tight with time and you know you're doing a bunch of other stuff and you don't fully have your mind focused on, you know, paid advertising, 60 days typically you're gonna get your first 6 to 12 clients within 60 days of launching a paid advertising campaign. So that is the best way to go about launching a product or service. Obviously, your product or service has to be in demand. People have to want what you offer. So before offering anything, make sure it is in demand. Make sure people actually want your product and your service before mass producing it. Honestly, the best way to go about it is to test it with a wait list. So you build a landing page where obviously you collect name, number, and email, and you tell them to join if you're interested. You promote that landing page through paid advertising on, you know, Meta or Google, and just see the amount of people who opt in, who are interested. Reach out to them, ask them if they're interested, how much they're going to be willing to pay and whatnot. If you do that for 60 days, you can get about 100 to 200 opt-ins. Out of that, you easily close 24 to about 32 deals at different price points, because person A is going to be willing to pay a little bit different than person B. From that price testing, you can then figure out what price would be best suited for mass production, right? So that is marketing. Sales like marketing, but to one person. So marketing, you put in your awareness, the benefit of your product or service to the masses. Sales, you're basically doing it to one person, telling them how the product or the service is going to change your life, how it's going to benefit them in exchange for dollars. That is what sales is. It is basically marketing to one. Marketing is basically sales to many, vice versa. Operations is basically how the business runs. You have to dial this in to be able to scale a business. You have to actually have an idea how to run that business before you start embarking in any form of business endeavor, because without understanding how the operations is going to work, this is where you encounter bottlenecks, right? You get a bottleneck of inefficient operations where you aren't able to work properly on the product production or product distribution, which in turn slows down fulfillment to your clients, to your buyers, to your partners. So operations is really key. The best way to go about understanding operations is to understanding the industry you're getting into. Whatever sort of business you're getting into, someone's already done it, and someone's already done it way better than you have. So look for people who've done similar business, buy their books, watch videos on them, learn how they operated their own business. From that, take the key features they had in that business, implement it into your own business, and just polish it up, dial it in. Because if you have an efficient operations, your business is gonna print, because you can just churn clients here and there easily. Clients are going in, they're going out, coming in, going out, coming in, going out, coming in, going out. That can be a really good thing, right? In terms of an MRR, that's a bad thing, right? If it's monthly recurring, but if it's a one-time thing and you're getting clients, you know, turning them out within 48 to 72 hours, 2 to 3 days, that is wonderful. That is an efficient operations, and that is good for scale. You can scale that to a mass market. Fulfillment is basically how you provide your product or service to your clients, right? This is how you can implement that product or service into their lives. If it's, for instance, a coaching service, the way you fulfill it is you do coaching with that client for a certain amount of time, and it has to be dialed in where, you know, if it's a group coaching, this time every single day for the next 6 weeks, I'm working with these people to fulfill upon them coaching in which they paid for, right? So you have to dial it in. It's similar to operations, but it's different. Operations is the internal parts of the business that gets you to fulfill to your clients, right? Everything that has to be done. So operations would include business development, you know, sales, marketing as part of, you know, operations in a sense. It also includes onboarding. It also includes invoicing, agreements, contracts, all that stuff. In some business, an inefficient business onboarding takes upward of a month. That is so inefficient. In an efficient business, onboarding typically takes anywhere from 24 to 72 hours. That is a really good efficient business that can scale. Same thing with fulfillment, is how often and how efficient you're able to fulfill to your clients and whatever service or product they pay for. Your fulfillment is dialed in, same way operations is dialed in. You can scale to the masses and you can go from zero to just $300,000 a year within 12 to 18 months. This is a quick visualization of how it works. Marketing obviously is the main denominator here. You can do content marketing, influencer marketing, and paid advertising. That's paid ads here. So marketing, content, influencer, paid ads comes into conversion. You convert them typically through an opt-in page or a wait list. You get the people interested, you reach out to them because now you have their email, their number, and their names. And if you're launching, you ask them how much you're willing to pay, how they're going to implement the service or the product into their lives. And you basically run a survey to get the right number, people are willing to pay for it, and you make your sales. And obviously you dial in your operations for that sales, dial in your fulfillment for that sales. Once it's dialed in, you can pretty much rinse and repeat this system for mass market production, for selling to multiple people, selling to thousands if not millions of people efficiently without slowing down anytime soon or without breaking the business. So let me know what you guys think about this system down in the comment section below. I'm going to be making more videos like this. Catch you guys later. Peace.